it's Mary. I am here today with a different kind of video. I am going to attempt to make some of these items I got from ThredUp and Goodfair cooler or more interesting, more sellable by tie-dyeing them and cropping them, a thrift flip if you will. So I am in my clothes that I don't care if they get messed up. I've never tie-dyed anything before. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, and then see if it needs to be cropped after that. Like maybe just tie-dyeing will save some of these things. I watched a tutorial. I have limited supplies because we're in a quarantine, so I'm working with what I have. I mean, I don't know. We're just gonna see how this goes. Now, I'm just doing bleach tie-dye. I really don't know what's gonna happen at all. Oh, I guess you should wear gloves. These are my last pair of gloves that I have. I did order some more on eBay for the coronavirus. They should be here today, so hopefully I'm not making a big mistake by using these for this. And then I have no rubber bands here, but I did see online that you can use zip ties, which my husband, he uses zip ties for like everything. So we have a lot of zip ties, and then I have some hemp. So it said you can use string also. This is the only spray bottle I had, which I used to have Tilex in. They said to use half Clorox, half water. I just eyeballed it, you know, never too precise. If there is one thing I am not, it is a perfectionist. So the number one most, I guess, basic thing to do is to take it from the middle, wherever you want the spiral to be, and just spin it in like a cinnamon bun. Then you're supposed to put rubber bands around it, which I don't have. So I don't know, what'll be easier? Zip ties are pretty easy. We're gonna just see what happens, guys. I don't know, the guy in the video, his looked like a pie. This is not what the video I watched looked like at all. Oh my god, I'm feeling like this is not going well. This is the I have no idea what I'm doing guide to tie-dyeing. So we have sort of like a pie situation. There are sections. So now I'm going to spray them with the bleach. Spray every other section. For the Forever 21 one, I am moving the towel because that seems to be messing me up. And I want this one to actually look good because I do think it's a nice shirt, and it would be good if I can make it cooler and not just be totally wasting it. I do think wine is working better. Get the idea kind of what I'm doing, which is, I don't know. Okay, so this was a lot more effort than I thought. I did this green one the vertical way. As you can see, some of the colors don't look like they're changing at all, while some of them do. And the one with the longhorn graphic was peeling off. So I ended up just peeling the whole thing off, which came off rather easily at first. And then of course there was a bit that was taking forever. But now, after you have them all like this, according to the tutorial, you are supposed to rinse them out in the bathtub. And then after you do that, you're supposed to put them in the washer. And it looks like, from the guy I watched, it can change a lot from this point until the wash. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. And it's the next day and my tie-dyed results have come through. Some didn't show up anything at all. Some showed up a lot. Some were good, some were bad. I do think since I did not really know what I was doing, I didn't have rubber bands, my squirt thing wasn't the best. It was more like of a spray squirter. In the video they had more like just something that gushed out stuff like a ketchup squirter. There are some that I think I'm going to keep working on maybe next weekend, and then there's some that I'm just gonna donate and some that I'm gonna keep this way. So this green Forever 21 shirt from the ThredUp box looks really cool, I think. It has a visible spiral, it's on the front, and it has one on the back. And I like the way the color changed. The gray polo turned out okay. It's definitely like a little more interesting than it was before, and the color turned pink, and it does have a spiral. The back is okay. I think I'll try to sell this as this way. If I were to crop it, I don't think it would look tie-dyed as much. I think it would just look weird, but I think it's enough to wear. It has a little something interesting. Now, this quest is coming. I like the way the colors turned out a lot, but I just think the quest is coming is such a stupid t-shirt. The back turned out a lot better on most of them than the front did, which is another thing I'm gonna try when I'm doing it next weekend, is like curling them upside down instead of from the front like I did. But I think I'm gonna crop this like right here, and so it'll just say the quest. Maybe somebody will think it's cool. This is the one I was gonna keep for myself, which, as you can see, one sleeve looks pretty good, but like nothing happened over here. So I think I'm gonna try to add some more to this one next week. The back looks okay. And then I did really like the way this one turned out, because I like the yellow color with the white. See, the back looks kind of better than the front. This is a horrible quality shirt. It's just very like picky. So I might try it again just because otherwise I'm just gonna donate it, so I might as well just keep messing around with it. You can see the letters were coming off, so I just started pulling everything off and it came off pretty easily. Just a sign of how crappy this shirt was. The tie-dyeing came out okay, but again, it's just like a crappy sweatshirt. Once I noticed more flaws in it, there's a giant hole in the top of the pocket, and there was also a hole somewhere else. So much pilling, it's just kind of gross. These other ones that still just don't seem like much special. This pink one, I didn't do a very good job tie-dyeing, just kind of boring. Gonna donate that. Now this one I did tie-dye because I thought it would look cool, and you can see it actually better in the video than you can in real life. I feel like it's so subtle in real life that I want to do it again because I just think this would be very cool with tie-dye. I wish it was showing up like it was in the video in real life. I'll show you now how I crop them, which you might think is just very obvious, and it kind of is, but cropping is also a really good way to hide imperfections or just get rid of them altogether. For example, this was a Duke sweatshirt, just a crew neck sweatshirt that I have for sale in my Etsy shop right now, and it's actually in some people's carts, so I'm taking that as a sign that people like it. But there were stains on the bottom as well as the sleeves, so I just went ahead and cropped it and cut the sleeves off. While I was doing it, I was like, maybe this is not a good idea, but I think it turned out okay, and the fact that it's in someone's cart makes me think maybe someone else likes it. So I don't know, if you really have a piece that you just can't get the stains out, consider just chopping them off. People like that. First of all, you're gonna need fabric scissors, which is pretty important because they're sharper. They'll work much better than regular scissors. Instead of just cropping it blindly, well, I do crop it blindly, but I fold it in half so you can have it the same on both sides. So there we go. And this is where the hole is. And you know, if you're gonna do this to wear, obviously try it on and see where you want it to be cropped. Oh, look, another hole. So this is gonna be a fairly short crop, but here, I'll try to get as close to the hole as possible because you don't want it to be too short. And just go across with big cuts. And see, on fabric scissors, you're gonna have a much better line than with regular scissors. And now it is that, but cropped. And then once you just wash it again, the ends will curl up a little and it'll look less unfinished. Now we will do the quest shirt. All right, so I'm just gonna cut it right above where it says is coming flat. And you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Definitely think this is a more interesting piece than it was. And now we have this and this. So these are just a few ways to get some clothes a little bit of character or edge them out a bit if you have just some lame ass pieces like the ones I received in the Goodfair box. It is very easy to crop things. It is, as I learned, a little bit hard to tie-dye them, but I'm gonna keep working with that. Stay tuned because I'm doing live what solds every week now, and you can see if any of this stuff sells. Also, hit the bell to be notified so you can see when I post my video from the next mystery box I get, which will hopefully be better than the Goodfair box. And let me know, have you ever tried to spice up some clothes you had to resell or to keep for yourself? Maybe a little thrift flip? What have you done? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I love you. Stay well, stay safe, stay sane, and have a little quarantine dance.